Hi, my name is Colbier and let's start with Bright Memory Infinite. When I first saw the trailer of this game a few years ago, the only thing I still have is really bright memories because this game looks very good. Well, except for the part when the protagonist looks like this, but I guess it's some Asian thing most Europeans cannot understand, so I won't even try. This shooter was created by one independent artist. Yes, by one man. And I also dare to say that this definitely looks like a AAA kind of game. The dude is a real beast. Bright Memory Infinite is a combination of science fiction and fantasy elements in a world where you encounter various beasts such as dragons and wander through the intriguing locations killing numerous monsters. Unlike many other games of this type, Infinite offers a rich selection of not only firearms but also melee weapons. You also have a special gauntlet which allows you telekinetic manipulation of enemies. The whole title is quite similar to the Bulletstorm and it also bears a resemblance to Shadow Warrior franchise. Airborne Kingdom. I'm pretty sure that many of you have never even heard about this game. This is a sky city builder where you grow a unique town among the clouds, build housing, satisfy needs and grow your clan. Maintain lift, balance weight and be careful not to run low on fuel while you fly it across a wide open landscape which changes with every playthrough. Search for resources, find lost technologies and discover the fate of the ancients. At the same time, gain allegiance with the ground kingdoms and help them find artifacts, construct monuments and build trade routes. Your guidance can propel an era of harmony, but knowing you and knowing me, we will probably crash into some thriving city and kill thousands of innocent people instead. Cyberpunk 2077. A lot of people, including me, can't forget how bad the release of this game was, but developers worked hard and from 5 warm milks out of 10, the game's score has increased to 8 cold beers out of 10, meaning that this is a nice game and the price of 30 euros or comparable amount of dollars is actually a great deal. If you take recent 12,000 reviews, they show something that would be really unexpected just a year ago. 87% of them are positive. People love the game now, and if you have spare money and are thinking about what to play, Cyberpunk 2077 may be your choice. I'm not saying that the game is perfect, but a few major updates and fixes are slowly turning it into a game that it was supposed to be. You can already change your haircut and the police are teleporting a bit further away. It still literally feels like they teleport though, and that sucks. Recently, developers said that a complete overhaul of the cop system as well as a vehicle-to-vehicle combat is in the works. When it will be updated, nobody knows, but that is a great news no matter how you look at it. Expeditions Rome. This is an indirect sequel of Expeditions Viking and it has already accumulated a very positive review score on Steam. So here you can create your own Roman legacy, customize your character's look, gender, class and skills to match your playstyle and role-playing fantasy. Although I doubt that you will find a slider for a ding-dong size like we have in Cyberpunk, that would be a pleasant surprise. So here's in the prequel, you will engage in tactical turn-based combat powered by an extensive skill-based action system where every weapon changes your potency on the battlefield. This is a great game for the people who like to use the tiny organ between our ears. People on Steam are saying that this is an interesting, a bit underrated RPG game that takes a huge amount of time to beat, but gameplay almost never gets boring. Project Hospital. You'll manage your very own hospital. It's a serious business without any funny diseases or events. Here you will become an ace doctor, an aspiring architect and a successful manager all at the same time. I especially like the details of this game. How you put a microscope on the table, how monitors are lit up only when the doctor is using them, and many other similar things. You know how they say, the potato salad is in the details. Also, this game has great educational value. I've seen actual doctors saying that this is a very impressive title. Well, honestly, anyone can introduce themselves as a doctor on the internet, so take this with a grain of salt. For example, I am a doctor as well, but I can cure only one disease, your eternal boredom. For that I have a vaccine of good games in my entertaining lists. And speaking about this game, if you ever wanted to become an outstanding penis doctor, but the life ripped this chance out of your weak, limpy hands, this is your opportunity to at least take a glimpse at this glorious life you will never have. Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate Daemonhunters. A nice game for turn-based game lovers. You'll lead humanity's greatest weapons, the Grey Knights, against the corrupting forces of chaos in this brutal and fast-paced RPG. Yeah, somehow turn-based can be fast-paced as well. So here you will root out and put a stop to an insidious plot to infect the galaxy with the Bloom, an intergalactic cosmic plague capable of rotting worlds into oblivion. Armored in fate, shielded by devotion, your company's very existence is rooted in mystery, enforced with mind wipes and and executions. Here you'll experience life in the 41st millennium and follow the journey of these elite warriors in a narrative-driven gameplay. People on Steam are talking that here Doom Eternal meets XCOM, and that is beautiful. Death Stranding. After the collapse of civilization, you must journey across a ravaged landscape crawling with weird threats to save mankind from the brink of extinction. The game is created by legendary Hideo Kojima, so brace yourself for some weirdness. The famous Danish actor Mads Mikkelsen and the Walking Dead hair model Norman Reedus gave their bodies and voices to the characters, so that alone is probably enough to catch your attention. Also, you can actually take a shit in there. Such nice details. I have bought this game for my wife because she was like,
"Oh my god, this game is so weird. I like weird."
That's why she's living with me, I guess, and I have watched how she plays. Death Stranding is definitely not a standard game. It really differs from almost everything I have seen, and I've seen a lot. Like even today I have seen a banana, a homeless person, 2 tiny dogs, and a bowl of potato salad. Is Death Stranding anything like those things? No, honestly, it's not. Some salty guys call the game a walking simulator, but, you know, in a walking simulator you can't die, and here death is on every corner. It's even in the name of the game. My wife stopped playing it because the game became too stressful for her after some time, so keep in mind that this is not just a happy walk in the park. It's quite dark and gloomy, and it will really test your nerves. Mortal Shell. Here combat is very strategic. You must trust your weapon only when an opportunity opens. You have to calculate your moves and unleash counterblows or perish and meet your doom if you are an impatient one. You will be given some cool abilities like Stone Form, which can be used as a block or to add brutal weight to your own devastating attacks. Also, the RPG element is very strong here. You can get new skills, upgrade old ones, sharpen your blades with acid, and of course find different weapons. Your path is guarded by tough adversaries devoted to creepy gods. You will meet many grotesque creatures, but do not let fear halt your journey. Muster your courage and face them down as a true sofa warrior you are. I know that this game will probably infuriate you, but the price is very nice, so you can probably afford to infuriate yourself for less than 10 euros. I would even say that this is the right price for the game. I wouldn't dare to recommend it to you for the full price, but now, you know, why not? Old World. A really nice game for Civilization and Crusader Kings fans. It is an historical strategy game where you lead your empire through multiple generations, building a grand legacy to last beyond your own years. Here, each of the 7 kingdoms has 4 noble families that provide various benefits when put in charge of your cities. So you will obviously have to marry for politics, raise your heirs, and manage your relationship with the other influential noblemen of your kingdom. So like in that movie I never saw with Vin Diesel, family is what matters here, and if you want to be a strong ruler, your family must be strong as well. So probably marriages between cousins or brothers and sisters here and there is what you actually want. You may think that this is just a simple clone of Civilization, but the game actually takes about 40 hours to beat and contains 3000 unique events inspired by history and mythology. Review score hovers around 80% of positivity, so despite some minor things, all is good in this field. Metal Hellsinger. The game has 97% of positive reviews, and that is insane. You'll kill demons to the rhythm of metal and vengeance on an infernal journey through the 8 hells. This is a rhythm first-person shooter bursting with monsters, gorgeous weapons, and heavy metal music created for this game by amazing metal geniuses, like Serj Tankian for example. Yeah, Serj himself sings a new song created especially for this game, and you kill demons listening to it. The song was created with the idea behind it that it is meant to be listened to while killing demons. It is hard to wrap my head around this fact and how metal it actually is. So if you like fast-paced first-person shooter games like Shadow Warrior or Doom, search no more. Metal Hellsinger is what you need to kill your boredom with style. And now, as always, let's take a short look at GOG.com and look at the wonderful discounts of the week. One of the greatest open-world games ever made, Mad Max, is only 5 euros this week, along with other discounted great games like Banished, Monstrum, Darkest Dungeon, Carrion, Slay the Spire, Rain World, Inscription, and many others. Click on my affiliate link in the description below and explore the greatness by yourself. Thank you for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you next
time.